What's up, everyone? Welcome back! So yeah, gonna be doing some Monopoly on the PlayStation 2. Fuck yeah! Alright, so this time we got Cartman taking on Kyle, Stan, and Kenny. Alright, so we'll see how this goes. Now, I should let you guys know ahead of time, for those of you who have never actually watched one of my Monopoly games in the past. For those of you who are not familiar with how I play Monopoly, I play it with my own unique set of rules. So, yeah, there's a lot of like things I could explain to you guys, but it would take me too long to explain all of my unique rules that I use. Basically, to make a long story short, the rules that I play by are designed to keep the game fair, interesting, and objective, so it does not favor one character over the other. So it's basically like the characters are the ones playing the game, and I'm not actually like playing the game, I'm just monitoring it, I suppose. So it makes things interesting, and yeah, so anyway, let's get this party started. So yeah, since I'm technically playing as all the characters, you know, I designed, actually me and my stepbro both designed these rules to keep the game objective, and yeah, again, not favor one character over the other. So it's basically like, also, when I play the game, it's also basically like I'm just watching the characters, you know, play the game. Again, I just oversee the game. It's not like I'm actually playing it. I mean, I'm technically playing it, but you know what I mean. I play it in a way that makes it feel like I'm not actually playing the game. It makes it feel like I'm watching the game be played. Either way, I'm not going to bother explaining all those rules to you guys. You'll catch on. Or if you're stupid, you won't catch on. Either way, I don't give a fuck. Let's play some Monopoly, bitches! Alright, starting off with a 6. Alright, so Cartman gets his hands on light blue. The Nano Tower. Alright, fuck yeah, let's roll again. Alright, another 6. Alright, and Cartman also gets his hands on the utilities. The Perpetual Motion Plant. Alright, up next is Kyle. Alright, starting off with a 6, so he lands his ass on Cartman's property. Not the best way to start off with, but it's just $6, so no big deal there. Alright, we'll see what Stan can do. Apparently not very much, as he is just visiting jail. Alright, on to Kenny. Yeah, and by the way, in case you guys did not notice, all these characters are based off of, you know, the 4 main characters from South Park, so, yeah, it's one of the fun things I like to do sometimes. Alright, so it looks like Kenny gets his hands on the brown Monopoly. You know, it's funny, for the longest time I used to think that that was purple. But then actually I got a comment on one of my videos, because I always referred to that, the property that Kenny's on right now, I always referred to it as the purple one. It's, someone actually mentioned in a comment on one of my videos, you know, they pointed out that it's actually brown, not purple. The reason why I thought it was purple was because I actually have this really old Monopoly board, and the colors are a bit faded, so it looks a little bit, you know, for some reason it looks kind of purple on that board, so I always just thought that it was purple. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, it looks like Cartman gets his hands on the orange Monopoly as well. Although Cartman better be careful, it looks like he's getting a bit bogged down with properties here. Which, don't get me wrong, having a lot of Monopolies can be good, but it can also bog you down, and with this particular version of Monopoly that I play, sometimes the person who ends up with the most monopolies right off the bat doesn't always end up very well. Oh yeah, that's right. No one owns pink yet, so Kyle can just go ahead and get that straight up since he was the first to land on it.
It's all yours.
Alright. So Kyle gets his hands on the pink Monopoly, which actually can be surprisingly good. Alright, so we'll see if Stan can do anything here. He's the only one who does not own a property at the moment. Oh man, that sucks. Alright. See what Kenny can do. Getting an 11. Okay, we'll see where that puts him. Alright, so Kyle making some bank. Making all that 12 bucks. Go back 3 spaces. It's his own property, so it doesn't really do much. Alright, looks like Kyle is going to get his hands on the red Monopoly. AI Avenue.
What a great investment. Time to pay the rent.
Oh, looks like that's really paying off for Kyle. He gets a whole 18 fucking dollars. And Kenny gets that free parking. It's always good. I should put Cartman on yellow.
What do you say?
Alright, so it looks like he's going to get the yellow Monopoly, which means Cartman now has 4 Monopolies, which means he cannot get any more Monopolies until he... or unless he bankrupts somebody. If he lands on another property that no one owns yet, I'll just auction it off to the person who has the least amount of properties. That's one of those rules, one of those special rules that I play by. Basically, whoever lands on a Monopoly first gets to have that color. That's basically how that rule works. That's the main rule of how I play Monopoly. Again, it keeps it fair and objective, and it's almost as if... it makes it so that it's almost as if I'm not actually playing the game myself. It's more like I'm watching the game be played. I don't know, I think it's an interesting way to play Monopoly, but that's just me. And it works well for my YouTubing purposes. Alright, the utilities, that goes to Cartman, so he gets his fat ass hands on that. Alright, so that's the first Monopoly. Utilities, which is honestly probably the weakest Monopoly in the entire game. Besides the brown Monopoly, although the brown Monopoly can actually be decent. It can be okay if it's hoteled. I have actually seen that shit bankrupt people before, so you never know. Alright, so Stan. Nice, getting 10 bucks from everybody. That's always cool. But yeah, I only allow everyone to get 4 Monopolies right off the bat, just to keep everything a bit more interesting and a bit more fair. So that way everyone has a chance. I feel like it makes the game a bit more interesting that way. Ooh. That sucks. Monopoly is just as much about skill as it is about luck. So, well, actually, I would actually argue that Monopoly is more about luck than it is about skill. But there's definitely some skill involved with Monopoly, no doubt. Alright, so yellow, that goes to Cartman.
What's going to happen here? New bid.
Alright, Kenny gets to roll again. Looks like Kenny's going to get his hands on the green Monopoly. Quantum Square.
What a great investment.
Alright, so yeah, Stan's still with no properties yet.
You rolled a double. You get another chance with the dice.
Paying a little bit to Kenny there.
Wow, you've landed on
Okay, the utilities. He owns the utilities, so that works out well for him.
Relax. It's in your portfolio.
Alright, on to Kyle.
It's up to you.
Alright, green, so that goes to Kenny. Kinetic Drive.
Oh, this is thrilling stuff. You just bought yourself a property.
Alright, on to Stan.
You passed go.
Alright, light blue, that goes to Cartman.
What do you say? Buy or auction? I hear a new bid. The deeds are in your name now.
Alright, and Kenny. Oh, nice. It's always a good place to be.
You've landed
Alright, well guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this first part here, so I'll see you all next time. Peace out.